Scientists are warning Yellowstone is finally about to blow. Yellowstone is a supervolcano, one of the few in the world. Scientists warn that this supervolcano in Yellowstone National Park is on the brink of erupting after 878 earthquakes struck the area in the last 2 weeks. This is an article dated today, July 9th. Since June 12th, an unusually high number of quakes were recorded around Yellowstone, with one at the 4.4 magnitude. The quakes represent the highest number recorded in such a short space of time in 5 years. The last time something like this happened was back in 2014, and that spurred the United States to enter an agreement with countries that would be able to accept Yellowstone refugees. And the United States has been paying tens of billions of dollars for a 10-year contract that expires in 2024 for countries in the southern hemisphere to take in Yellowstone refugees. The thing is, who is on this list of Yellowstone refugees? If you live in the area, have you been told that you will be evacuated? I'd like to know. If you are in the area, please let me know. I have no idea who is on this list. Now, since June 12th, we said, they've had a huge number of quakes, at least one at 4.4 magnitude, and that's worrisome. Natural News reports, although the risk of eruption remains low overall, and the volcano alert level has not been raised from green, it is believed that if it does erupt, it could be 1,000 times as powerful as the one at Mount St. Helens that took place in 1980. 1,000 times more powerful. This particular volcano, Yellowstone, has been dormant for more than 70,000 years, but that does not mean it will not erupt again eventually. It's impossible to predict when that might occur, but seismic activity can signal a potential eruption. 4 years ago, researchers discovered that the underground magma chamber of the volcano was more than twice as big as they believed, encompassing an area of land that measured 56 by 19 miles. So the magma chamber is at least twice as big as what they thought. Huge ash cloud could devastate the western United States. Should the volcano erupt, the resultant ash, smoke, and lava would most likely cause widespread devastation in this country and also have an effect on the rest of the world, and immediately, of course, in Mexico and Canada. It's believed that an eruption there would see molten lava hotter than 1,000 degrees, but the biggest concern is the ash. Scientists believe it could emit ash that extends over 500 miles, stretching from California all the way to Texas and Louisiana. It would likely leave as many as 4 inches of gray ash on the ground, destroying Midwestern crops. It could also spew out gases like sulfur dioxide, creating acid rain and leading to global cooling by reflecting the sun from the earth. While it might not wipe out human life entirely, it would certainly create a lot of damage across the western side of our nation. Another concern in that part of the country is a gigantic well of molten carbon that was discovered under the park earlier this year, just this year. And this year, we're only in the 6th month. Yes, a gigantic well of molten carbon was discovered, spanning 700,000 square miles. This section of upper mantle is about the size of Mexico, and it creates specific seismic patterns as solid carbonates melt. If a significant amount of the gases in this deposit are suddenly released into our atmosphere, it could spur an environmental disaster akin to a nuclear warfare. So this is terrible. This is new discoveries happening that happened about 6 months ago. As for Yellowstone supervolcano, it has only had 3 major eruptions in the last 2 million years. 3 major eruptions in 2 million years. Geologists say that other signs would also likely occur if the volcano was on the verge of blowing, such as big changes in the surface deformation, gas output, and the hydrothermal system. Well, the surface deformation has occurred. Even though this latest round of earthquakes will likely and hopefully amount to nothing, just like similar earthquake swarms in the past, the news serves as a reminder that it never hurts to prepare for events like this one, waiting for more signs of impending doom, where whether it's a volcano or another type of threat will place you in competition with other people for scarce resources. So the time to start stocking up and making a plan is now. This is by Sean Adel Tabatabai on your Newswire.